Oh, Neal, that was better, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't ask for any more. Boys have given everything. We had a day yesterday to work on a game plan. I'd watched quite a bit of Bury, and I just thought the best way we could tackle the game was to change our shape slightly, and I didn't want to confuse the boys because we're changing shape. I talked them through it, the reasons why. The boys were really happy with it. We worked on it yesterday, and again I just went back to saying to the boys, trust us and focus on everything we say and try and carry it out to the letter, and together, staff and players, we can do it. And they needed the energy to do it. The energy levels were brilliant today.
How do you get a performance out of a team like that when everybody's going, God, they must be so low? And you've got a team coming here who are prolific going forward. How do you then lift them and get a performance out of them?
I think there's two things here. There was tactics was spot on, and I think that the energy to carry out the tactics was spot on. So it was the game. If it would have been a 1-0, it would have been the classic 1-0. Would have done everything right. But I thought, the fans look for that performance. They want the guys to run for the shirt, and I thought that from minute 1 to minute 90 they did. We've had a few setbacks, a lot of injuries yesterday. Obviously, Elliot Hewitt, Turley, people out, Kane Hemmings, and then today in the warm-up, Dan Jones. Cedric Avina hasn't trained for 3 days because he had a slight sore groin. He wasn't in the squad, and he's gonna have to go out on the pitch. And when you think nothing more could get worse before the game. I did say to the boys, listen, I've been in these situations. When you think everything's going against you, it turns into something special, and I thought the boys showed that today.
Did you feel like you should have won the game, really?
Yeah, I thought in the first half we had more attempts. We looked like we was going to score more. They offered very little for a team that's so good going forward, but that was the game plan, the energy. They took everything we did yesterday and to the letter and did it. And I thought second half, obviously, it was always going to be a spell. Bury were always going to have a 10-15 minute spell, which they did. And then I thought second half, obviously that moment comes with the penalty, and unfortunately we haven't taken it for the 3 points.
It's very un-John Stead-like.
Yeah, I think he's looked at the keeper, seen he's probably gone the right way and tried to put it a bit higher. And anyway, it's. Listen, he'll be forgiven by these fans for what he's done for this club.
I'm sure he will be. Talk to me about Pierce Bird, because at 19 years old, that's his first bit of first-team action since the 25th of August. How impressed were you by him?
He was brilliant today. I thought the whole back three were. I thought everyone was, to be fair, but he was excellent today coming in. I thought the system suited him. We knew they liked to turn balls in behind. We didn't want to go 2v2, so we went with a 3, and it worked perfectly. He's shown in the 23s games real abilities, but he's looked comfortable. He's looked a man in the 23s games. He's shown in first team training at times a bit of sloppiness in his defending, and I've given him a bit of a rollicking once or twice, and so's Coxie, but he just needs to learn that he's a defender and be absolutely brilliant at defending, and then the rest will come on it. His lovely left foot can come on the back of it.
With the injuries that you mentioned before, the likes of Hewitt, Turley, Hemmings, now Jones as well, how long are we talking with them not being out?
I'll be hopeful. You never know. You think it might be a tweak, there might be strains, we don't know. Turley had a fitness test this morning but failed it, so a couple more days might do him well. But to be fair, you look at, they rested 5 or 6, and so they should have been fresher than us, and to keep going the way we did today, you can only be pleased with, because when I first arrived, we was blowing up a bit after 60 minutes.
I'm probably asking a lot of you now, but is there any chance that any players will be in on January 1st and in time for 3 o'clock and blah, 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 blah?
I won't be able to have a night out, will I, on New Year's Eve? We're working really hard on it now. My target, I'm quite realistic with a game on January the 1st. My target is, can I try and make at least one signing before the 5th? Before the game. That's my first aim. But it's not that easy. That first week, people are kind of feeling it out. Things are changing, but that would be my aim. But don't hold me to it, please.
Well done today. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.